Recently, Ja Morant has been in a lot of headlines, and it hasn't been very good. Shannon Sharpe has been very critical of him for a while now, and he just recently discussed the incident that happened where Ja allegedly punched a 17-year-old kid in the chest multiple times and showed him a gun. And I'm going to play that for you, and then I'll follow up with some additional commentary and some information on what allegedly happened.
Well, Skip, right now we don't know enough. The complaint has been sealed. I'm gonna need more evidence to come out. But this is what I will say, Ja. Ja, you're gonna have, and I've said it before, Ja, you're gonna have to move differently. You're in a different stratosphere now, Skip. And I just think he needs to conduct himself as a person that's in that said stratosphere. Skip, when I get to college, I had to move differently than I was in high school. When I went to the league, I had to move differently than I was in college. And as I became a more successful player, I had to move differently. Now that I'm on television, Skip, this TV celebrity is a lot different than at my highest. As an NFL player, I have to move differently. You do. Skip, if you think about how gangsters do it. Let's go back to gangsters. We talk about John Gotti or any of the gangsters. Like real life gangsters. Yeah. Think about what they do, Skip. They try to get legitimate businesses. They get homes, they get cars. They try to portray that they're on the up and up.
See Tony Soprano.
Yes! Skip, you got John. Has $200, $300 million contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. $200 million from Memphis. He's the new face. He got a shoe deal, a signature shoe from Nike.
Yep.
5 hours after the launch of his he's an endorsement deal with Powerade. Skip, he portrays that he's like something that he's not. Normally guys that have, they're like, okay, I'm cool, I made it, I'm good. Guys that haven't made it wants to project that they're good. I don't get what Ja, he's hustling backwards. You're supposed to, once you get out of that environment, like, I leave that behind, that ain't me. Ja, just move differently, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's the only advice. I would never give you any advice about how to play basketball, but I would try to give you some advice about how to move. Let someone else's lesson be your lesson. Skip, if somebody tell me I hit my head on that pole, man, my head hurt. I'm not gonna go bang my head on the pole to see if it hurts. I'm gonna take your word for it. Ja, there's enough lessons out there for you to learn without having to learn that same lesson through your own hardship. That's all I would say to it.
That is some good advice for Ja to at least start moving a little differently. Now, the incidents weren't recent, except he did have that incident where supposedly there was a laser beam coming out of the truck, and his friends were in that vehicle as well as him. And I think that was after the Pacers game, and they were alleging it was coming from a gun, but that couldn't be substantiated, so that moved on. But after that incident, the other things that had come up from his past started to resurface. And according to Yahoo Sports, in the incident involving the teenage boy, the 17-year-old reportedly told police Morant, who turned 23 last August, punched him 12 or 13 times during a pickup basketball game at the point guard's house. He claimed Morant and a friend hit him so hard it left a large knot on the side of his head, which police observed themselves. The teenager also reportedly told Shelby County Sheriff's Office that after the fight, Morant went into his house and reemerged with his hand on a gun visible in the waistband of his pants. Morant reportedly told police he had been acting in self-defense, admitting, "I swung first," but believing the boy was the aggressor because he threw a ball at Morant's head, then stepped up to him, pulling up his pants. The boy, however, alleged that he was checking the ball back to Morant, who had thrown the ball hard at him first, and the ball slipped through Morant's fingers. Morant also reportedly claimed the boy shouted, "I'm going to come back and light this place up like fireworks," and then filed his own police report weeks later, saying the boy threatened his family. So there's that incident. Who knows what really took place? But again, move differently. Make sure you know who you have around you, who you're playing with. You can't just be having anybody. I don't know how this young man was at Ja's house, but from all accounts, or from this particular account, if we believe what Ja is saying, the dude was trying to be the aggressor and trying to provoke him to act so he could turn around and file a lawsuit. And here we go. So that happened. And then apparently there was an incident at the mall. In the mall incident, Morant was alleged to have threatened the head of security during an altercation in the parking lot with a member of Morant's group, allegedly shoving him in the head. No arrests were made. It allegedly occurred after Morant's mother got into a dispute with an employee at a Finish Line store. She then called her son, who arrived to the scene with as many as 9 other people. The group allegedly refused to leave when confronted by the head of security, leading to the shove. So that's that. It's just a couple of incidents or whatever, but it seems like it's piling up. This man has millions of dollars to lose. and he's gonna have to move differently, or he's gonna end up in a lot of lawsuits, possibly in jail, or lose endorsements, and it's all unnecessary at this point. He has enough money. You obviously got goons. Let them do the dumb stuff, and you stay away from it. You don't have to keep putting your face on it and being the one in the middle of everything. Hell, you had 9 goons with you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need all that for the mall security. You could have let one of them handle that. Go in there and regulate. But you have to have a buffer between you and the foolishness. It can't be you still out here like you're with the shits at this particular point, because you have too much to lose. And I disagree with Shannon. Always, every time he talks about Ja Morant and what's going on, he always say, you ain't like that, you ain't about that life. And that kind of talk is what can continue to make Ja Morant or any of these other players want to show you, I am about that life. Because he'll say it, then other commentators will say stuff like that, and Ja Morant's not even like that. And that further encourages him to try to prove that he is something. I am a gangster. Oh, they think I'm not. They know I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just let that man do what he gonna do. Give him the good advice to try to move differently. Hopefully somebody close to him can talk to him and try to help him to make better decisions as far as how he's moving, to just kind of separate himself from the foolishness. But so far, he's making it through and not really being scathed by things that are happening around him that he's involved in. But that's only going to last so long. There's only going to be so many of these incidents until something major happens, you know. So hopefully before that, he can kind of chill out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to run in the same pack. You move with 1 or 2 of your close homies in one vehicle, and you know what I'm saying? Don't be involved in the foolishness. And everybody can't go with you. There's going to be a time that you're going to have to start letting some people off. You know what I'm saying? Leaving some people behind, because a lot of people, when you got a big entourage of people, they start feeling like they're untouchable too, because hey, I'm with Ja, that's my homeboy, that's my brother, that's bro. And so they out here acting like some plum idiots, acting a fool, and it's gonna fall back on Ja, and it may fall on them too. But who has more to lose? Ja's got a daughter. He's got a promising NBA future. He's got money. He's got endorsements. It's so much that he can lose unnecessarily, because he doesn't have to do all of this. Even if he is about that life, you don't have to prove it anymore. You've been involved in different things. You know, if you are about that life, the streets know, and they'll stand up for you in that situation. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button before you go, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.